Well, slap my uncle and call me a monkey. Guess who's back? I don't know whether it's you or me, but one of us is back. As you can see, as you may or may not be able to ascertain from the change of background, there has been changes afoot in Wendigo world, which is why we've been absent. And now let's talk about something else. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about words of power. And by that I mean the things you've just been bantering around your whole life, willy-nilly, completely unaware of what you're actually doing. Things like Abracadabra, Alakazam! So everyone's heard it at some point in their life, usually associated with a wizard or a genie and a puff of smoke and then something appears. It's more of a joke nowadays, but where did it come from? Where is it going? And will it really make things? One of the earliest references to Abracadabra is in a 2nd century AD Roman text called Liber Medicinalis, written by Serenus Sammonicus, wherein he wrote about it as a cure for disease. On a piece of parchment, write the so-called Abracadabra several times, repeating it on the line below. But take off the end so that gradually individual letters, which you will take away each time, are missing from the word. Continue until the last letter makes the apex of a cone. Remember to wind this with linen and hang it round the neck. If you would like a further example of how to use it, I came across it actually by accident while I was reading a book that a friend of mine lent me, Wiccacraft by Gerina Dunwhich. It's kind of an older book. It was written in the early 90s. That's older nowadays. And I did not leave the bookmark in place, so let me find it for you. The most famous of all magical talismans is the Abracadabra triangle, which in ancient times was believed to possess the power to ward off illness and cure fever when its letters were arranged in an inverted pyramid, a holy figure and symbol of Trinity, on a piece of parchment, worn around the neck with flax for 9 days and nights, and then thrown backwards over the left shoulder into a stream flowing to the east. Abracadabra is said to be a Cabalistic word derived from the name Abraxas, a mighty Gnostic deity whose name means "hurt me not." The use is well documented throughout the centuries and continued well into the 19th century, and there may even be still people using it today. Another word that was used in a similar fashion was hello. Ananazapta. That rolls off the tongue. You can see why Abracadabra is the one that stuck around. However, the way it's written by Serenus seems to indicate that it was well known before his time. One of the more popular explanations is that it came from Hebrew or Aramaic and meant "I create as I speak." Another theory is that it was from Hebrew and was a derivative of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And forgive me as I don't really know much Hebrew, I'm probably going to mispronounce this. Ab ben Ruach HaKodesh. Another hypothesis is that it came from Aramaic Avracadabra and meant "let the thing be destroyed." J.K. Rowling cites this as inspiration for the Harry Potter killing curse Adavra Kedavra. Did I say that right? Adavra Kedavra? Yeah. Kedavra also means corpse or cadaver in Turkish, which further lends some credence to the possibility of this origin. It could also derive from yet another ancient magical word of indeterminate origin, Abraxas, as was mentioned in this book. Abraxas was largely used by the Gnostics and frequently appeared on amulets, which came to be known as Abraxas stones. I will be doing another video on Abraxas because the history of it is extremely convoluted and time-consuming. Aleister Crowley, the famed occultist, just in case you hadn't heard of him, often used Abracadabra in his rituals. He changed the C or K sound to an H so that the word would work out to the Cabalistic number 418 through the use of Gematria? I am uncertain as to the pronunciation, like a lot of things in my videos, which is a type of numerology, and if none of that made sense to you, don't worry, you're not alone. A big part of Aleister Crowley's work had to do with the Kabbalah and numerology, and the numerology within the Kabbalah, and what numbers, words, added up to. But I'll probably be doing another video on Aleister Crowley at some point. This has been a really short video so far, but to summarize, we have no idea what the actual origins are, like a lot of my videos. So how about we look at another popular stage word? Alakazam! Most likely that word actually came from Arabic, with some speculation that it was derived from a popular name, or from the word al-qasam, which means oath, like to swear an oath, as in I swear by. Hocus Pocus was first concocted in the 17th century, where it appeared as a book title. Hocus Pocus Jr., The Anatomy of Legerdemain. Legerdemain? I don't know if I pronounced that right. It does not sound even remotely like a historical book title, but there's also some evidence that it was the stage name for one William Vincent around that same time period. There are three primary hypotheses as to where it came from. It's likely to be either from the phrase uttered during Catholic Mass, hoc est einem corpus meum, or it could be derived from Hax Pax Max Deus Adamax, which is yet another magical formula, which I might also do another video about. Or it could be from the name of a Nordic demon, Hocus Pocus, which again, sounds made up. Since the magician who coined it is likely dead? Likely very dead at this point. We'll never know for sure. I hope I have been somewhat informational and educational and entertaining. There will be more videos again in the future. That was Hala saying goodbye. Adios, amigos. By Serenus Simonicus, and if I'm looking off camera it's because I'm reading my notes, so that I know what to tell you. Yeah, you can see I'm getting notes right now. I don't know what that noise was. That wasn't even my computer, that was Anthony's computer. The most famous of all magical talismans is the Abracadabra triangle, which in ancient times was believed to possess the power to ward off illness and cure fever. Hello! Excuse me! In case you're looking for... Hello! In case you're looking for extra evidence